Bada bing, bada bang. 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 I think I found the coordinates.
What in the actual
Bada bang.
was that?
To a location that leads to the inner Earth.
No. I'm not about to let you just jump right into it. Explain what in the name of all that is handsome, famous, and good at the sex was that intro, and why you thought it proper to unleash this curse upon the land. Who am I kidding? The actions of your average conspiracy theorist will always be beyond me. What was that again? Something about the coordinates of your holes.
To a location that leads to the inner Earth.
Well, like a cave system? Because, yeah, those exist. I wouldn't call it an inner Earth. I mean, you are scarcely under the surface, but... Oh, wait, you aren't talking about that, are you? Are we talking Hollow Earth here? Like an actual inside of the Earth type deal? Because, well, I would love to see it, but I'm gonna have to doubt until we have some of that there pesky evidence.
And it's not that far away.
Oh, of course, Imagination Land is only a dream away, buddy. We can all visit when we want and have candy clouds and sugar puff. Do you know what? I'm not very good at this saccharine nonsense. My dream lifestyle would involve a lot of booze and several thousand servants who constantly reenact famous scenes from movies I like, instead of having to watch them on a TV like some sort of savage.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rex Bear Leak Project. How's that for a headline?
How's that for a headline? I'm not even sure if that was words, let alone English, so bad? Are you actually looking for constructive criticism, or are you just saying that as if everyone will emphatically nod while clapping like deranged seals?
Remember yesterday I said I was going on a field trip.
Well, it's nice to know they let you out of the institution to have some fresh air from time to time, but do tell me they chaperone you at least. I'm only worried you might hurt yourself trying to dig down into the earth barehanded to find mole men.
I've shared with you before that if you go out to the Canyonlands at a place called Newspaper Rock, not only is there etched in stone evidence...
Wait, evidence? Sorry, you perked me up there. Evidence, awesome.
Etched in stone.
Oh, etched in stone. Oh, of course, stone carvings, known to be about 10 times more accurate at recording factual occurrences than words or photos. I mean, I scratched "me has smart braining" into my desk with my teeth, so it must be true. What's your incredible, totally supported by rock solid, get it, evidenced claims here then?
Of Bigfoot.
Ugh. Well, we're not off to a good start, are we, mate?
Plasma events. Catastrophes that have happened over thousands of years, but also what looks like what I call a treasure map to the inner Earth.
Looks like. Well, hopefully it's not just random scribblings that could be interpreted as pretty much anything that you want it to be if you try hard enough. Definitely not. Otherwise, what am I doing with my life? Every week listening to the most asinine nonsense just to make terrible jokes, only so my mind has something to latch onto that isn't complete incomprehensible gibberish? But it's not going to be that, so everything is fine.
You've heard the Hopi prophecies about the ant people that came out of the earth and saved them.
Ant people? Obviously I've heard about the ant people. Who hasn't? It's that famous story about... No, wait, you've completely lost me. Ant people saved someone. And I'm assuming this is supposed to be literal, so yeah, officially the most ludicrous thing I've heard since... When did my last video come out?
During a cataclysmic event, and then when things were safe, they came back above ground.
The ants, or the people they saved? Come on, man, you're making this story needlessly confusing. Or maybe not confusing enough. I feel like I need to do all the drugs to keep up at this point, and I'm not certain it would be worth it for all the likely disappointing results. Just saying.
But what's interesting is, this location in Newspaper Rock, if you see what I'm about to show you, you go there, you look at it in person.
No way, man. I'm not going anywhere that I might see you or your mates. You might talk to me, and I simply don't have the capacity to survive that kind of drastic loss in IQ. Before long, I'll be too stupid to breathe.
And then you go down just a few more miles. There's a place called, I think it's called Super Bowl Campground. I'm going to show you the map coordinates here in just a moment with the images.
My excitement is pronounced, palpable, and more than a little aroused.
But it'll give you an even better perspective of how much this area looks like what I'm about to show you as the location to get to the inner Earth. Oh, yeah.
Well, someone's even more excited than I am. So come on then. You are clearly ready to Philip DeFranco this, so let's go. Tell us about these perspectives and how things look like what you are about to show us. Go.
And Bitcoin's going nuts. Check this out.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Wait, no, it's not. What the hell has Bitcoin got to do with anything? Are you nuts? What kind of non sequitur BS is this?
Holy cow, thank goodness for Trade Genius Academy.
I'm sorry, is this an advert? Or are you just completely insane? Now, don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with well put together ads in YouTube content. But come on, man, make it flow. Have a segue that makes sense. Speaking of segues that make sense, you know where I'm going with this, and I'm gonna do it anyway. Do you find yourself wondering, how can me show humans I am the smart? Is am the way to thinking being a purchase? Well, to answer your incredibly poorly worded questions, yes, I think. Honestly, I have no idea what you want, but I'll be damned if I don't take this as an opportunity to sell you things. Like new improved Sick brand merch, now featuring the designer of almost all Sick brand merch. Right, the name's on the tip of my tongue. I want to say Cheryl Pringle? No, wait, it's Mrs. Sick. That's right, I always forget she exists. Also, handsome, famous, and good at the sex tease. Ampersand, not forgetting this pretty badass comic book style one that I would buy myself if I wasn't so poor. Sick brand merch, because we're tired of eating stray cats. Oh, there's one now. Get it! Ah, capitalism. Anyway, I'm not having you spam your stupid ad in my video, so let's skip on, shall we? And seriously, this goes on longer than my far superior advertising for good brainers. It's also got some really obnoxious sound effects, so you are all welcome.
Okay, now I'm going to show you the images. Are you ready?
I was born ready, motherfucker!
Boom. This is the first image. Now, did I do a good job explaining this?
No, I don't think you explained it at all. Thanks for that, by the way.
I've talked about this before without showing you the petroglyph. Looks like a lady wearing a dress.
Does it though? I mean, I see that Christmas tree with the terrible monster arms coming to ruin my weekends, like it always does. Well, I don't have to explain the Christmas tree monster to you. We all know about it, right? Wait, so you guys don't have that? Then who the hell has been touching my feet when I'm trying to sleep? Guys? Oh god, he's back!
And then there's a tunnel in between her dress, like right in the middle there. It's like, what is that? It looks like a giant arrow. And then on top, it looks like she's wearing a crown.
A tunnel between her dress. Right, guys, come on. No need to be immature. One of us should really sit down with the guy and explain the difference between boys and girls to him, since he clearly doesn't know. No, I can't do it because I'm actually too knowledgeable on the subject. In fact, I'll have to sit in on anyone doing the talk just to make sure you're getting everything right. Certainly not because I don't know anything about women. That would be ridiculous.
And then the more you look at it, then you go out there and you look at the mounds.
So we got tunnels and mounds. Okay, I'm learning a lot today.
The rock formations. Look at this thing. Oh yeah, what's that?
Okay, so I was kidding, but this guy really is just making this feel like a very bizarre sexual education class. I better not hear any crash jokes from the back of the room there. You know who I'm speaking to.
Is that it?
Expect to hear that a lot as well, folks. Wait, that's just me too? Fuck!
Well, that's just a couple miles, well, a few miles. It's a few miles down the road. I counted the number of crown spikes on the top to see if it correlated with the petroglyph, and it looks pretty close.
Now, I know you're trying to say that these are supposed to be the same thing, but I have one devastating question for you. Where are the arms? That mountain doesn't have arms, therefore you lose, moron. Sir Sick wins again, busting out facts, logic, rips, and dope fact hits. And of course, thankfully artistic interpretation isn't a thing, so yeah, winning like a boss.
I think
Lies.
this right here, somewhere around this mound, is an entrance to the inner earth.
Right. Well, why didn't you look for it while you were there last time? And surely if ancient people with no tech could find it, it really shouldn't be that hard now. Also, how come no one else has found it? There must be more than one entrance in other places, and yet no one seems to have stumbled on anything but some dark caves. And certainly not a huge cavern full of giant ants that for some reason didn't just eat the people, instead they apparently saved them. Wait, that's just it. It's not that no one has found it, it's just everyone gets eaten. My God, we have to stop him before he gets himself killed. I know I make fun of these conspiracy nuts, but I don't want them to get hurt. We have to be better than that. We have to save them from themselves, lead them toward the light so they can just be as happy and healthy as the rest of us. I think if we try our best to save these folks from disaster, it will make us all a little bit better people.
We just look at it. Just take a look at that.
Do you know what? Never mind. Let them eat him. Good riddance. Bloody stupid sound effects driving me knucking futs. Why, aye man, it's your boy Miles Power here. I just wanted to let you know my close friend and personal hero, Sir Sick, did me the honour of doing a bit of voiceover in my latest vid. And I gotta say, I'm proper chuffed, man. Check it out.
Sick, that's not my accent. And I'm not Ginger, you bastard.
Well, that's enough of him. You do one little flawless impression and folks get their back up. Some people.